Alright, so today we're going to be taking a look at a meal ready to eat, individual. Menu number 5, chicken chunks, white, cooked. Americal Packaging, Evansville, Indiana. Got a code here on the bottom. You can see what that says there. It's 215th day of 2017. Package date, 08-2017, August 2017. Shelf life, approximately 5.5 years. Alright, let's crack this thing open. Is that really how this works? Wow. That's impressive. Alright, let's see what we got in here. Looks like everything comes packaged together. Nothing left in there. It looks like we have a little peel corner over here, I think. That's what this is. Let's crack this open. Oh. Well, that wasn't right. There we go. Alright. Now we can see what we got in here. And so right off the bat, we've got our main course, chicken chunks. Looks like the vacuum seal's still pretty good. Got our accessory pack here. Pop that open in a minute. And we got Trail Mix Recovery. Trans Packers Services Corporation, Brooklyn, New York. And we got some cheese spread. Looks to be a little solidified, probably not too bad. And we've got some M&Ms sporting Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. Pretty nice. And we've got First Strike Nutritious Energy Bar, cran raspberry flavor. Wow, that feels very hard. Alright, we'll dive into that in a minute. Then, tortillas, plain. Suppose you could throw the chicken in there and make yourself a little chicken taco. It's not too bad. Packaged by Sterling Foods, San Antonio, Texas. 2.2 ounces. We've got our carbohydrate electrolyte beverage powder, orange. I always thought this is a really big bag for just a little bit of powder. That's all the powder that's in there. That's an awfully large bag. Yeah. We'll give that a drink in a minute. We've got buffalo style hot sauce. Well, that's a luxury. Wow. Definitely gonna give that a try. We've got typical MRE spoon. That's pretty nice. And I guess this is just a little cardboard placard to go with the chicken chunks here. Chicken breast with rib meat attached, water, modified food starch, salt, sodium phosphate. Pretty simple. 31 grams of protein. That's quite a bit. Looks like we got a couple tips. If you can't eat all the food in the ration, eat some of each component to get a balance of nutrients. Eat the high carbohydrate items first, crackers, beverage base, fruit jelly. Very important. Save unopened dry snacks to eat when you're on the move. Alright. Doesn't look like this comes with a flameless ration meter. No FRH. Which I think means we need to boil this. Gonna have to boil these chicken chunks then. Definitely gonna want to heat that up. Don't want to eat that cold. We'll take a look at this accessory pack though. Right here. Let's move this aside real quick. Let's see what we got inside here. Alright, so in our accessory pack here we start off with beverage base raspberry type 3. Interesting. I actually haven't seen this stuff before. Looks just like little packets of Crystal Light. Sugar-free, low calorie, formulation A. Interesting. We got a pack of salt, moist towelette. That's our toilet paper there. Might be needing that after this. And a packet of gum. Well, anyway, looks like we're gonna need to boil some water to heat up this chicken chunks here. No FRH included in this MRE. This is kind of a mixed bag. It's all over the place. Like, the chicken chunks, the tortillas, and the hot sauce I could see. But at the same time, we've also got cheese spread. I guess we'll throw that in there and make a taco out of it, but I just figured cheese spread is something more for, you know, crackers or biscuits or something, but whatever. That's okay. We're gonna make it work. Alright. Well, that's looking pretty good. So let's get this out onto a tray. Nice, okay. So we're gonna be starting off with our chicken chunks. Gonna need to boil this in some water here. It's heating up right over there. Throw that in a second. Anyway, while we're waiting for that chicken to cook, I'm gonna crack open this beverage powder here. Pour that in there. Wow, that's very orange. Crack open our MRE spoon. Pretty standard issue. It's a pretty good spoon. That's a pretty good spoon if you ask me. It's got a little bit of a film on it. It's pretty granular. Alright, that's mixed together. Take a look at how our chicken's doing over here. That's looking pretty good. Let's start with a sip of this orange drink here. That's a lot of food coloring in there. It's a very artificial orange flavor. Definitely not one of the more pleasant carbohydrate electrolyte beverage powders I've had. I think I've had most flavors at this point. The orange flavor is certainly not one of the better ones. It's a very artificial, almost candy-like taste. Doesn't really taste like Sunny D or High C or an orange beverage. Really just tastes like orange candy in liquid form. Let's crack open these tortillas here. Put our chicken in that. Leave these M&Ms to the side for now. Just plain tortillas. Let's take a look. Wow. Yeah, those are tortillas, alright. 2 of them. And pretty good, too. See how they smell. Yeah, that smells like a typical tortilla to me. Nothing off, nothing remotely off about these at all. Those will probably be pretty good. Crack open this Trail Mix Recovery here. Not sure what goes into recovery trail mix. Guess we'll find out. Hopefully without spilling it everywhere. What we got in there? Looks like some peanuts and pretzels, I would say. Get rid of this oxygen absorber here. Throw that to the side. Looks like there's quite a few different nuts in there. Here, let's just throw these out and see what they look like. Oh, we got a straggler in there. Yeah, that's definitely interesting. Looks like we got pretzel bites, peanuts, some almonds. That looks pretty good. That's full of protein right there. Set this back down. We'll move our toilet paper to the side. Probably don't need that yet. Before we get our chicken out, let's crack open this First Strike Nutritious Energy Bar. Seems pretty solid. Oh wow, look at that. That is very, here, we'll get it out. We'll take it out, but that is a very bright color. Here, let's move this out of the way for the time being. We'll throw this over here. That is a solid brick of fruit, it looks like. That looks weird. Huh. It says raspberry filling. I definitely want to give that a try. That just looks downright peculiar. Alright, I think our chicken's just about done over here. We'll drain this pot and pull this over in a second. Definitely heated pretty well. Seems very liquidous inside. I imagine it's going to be in a bit of a broth. Maybe I'm just weak. There we go. I got it. Yeah, see, I know how to open things. I swear, I promise. Wow, this opened just about as well as the beverage powder. Just not very clean at all. Well, let's see if we can squirt it out of there. Oh gosh. Wow, that's very liquidous. I was not expecting all that. Well, that's certainly cooked. That's very liquidous. Let's give that a... Oh yeah, that's plenty cooked. Wow. For a second I thought like, oh, there might be a few pieces that are a little cold, but no, definitely not. Wow. That is scorching hot. That's gonna go great in those tortillas there. I gotta get another sip of this. It's very thirst-provoking so far, just being around this. Definitely smells like chicken, so definitely making me thirsty. That is just so artificial. Wow. That's quite the flavor. Let's try some of this trail mix here. Let's see. Definitely got some pretzels, it looks like. Get a better look at that. Oh, pretzel balls. That's interesting. Give this a try. Wow, that is very thirst-provoking. That is very dry. Let me try that with some of the other. Get a handful, one of each kind. That's definitely much better. Eating it, getting a bite of everything at once. That's actually quite good. That's a very good source of protein. Those pretzels, though, probably not the smartest of choices, I would say. Those pretzels are very thirst-provoking. Thankfully, we have another beverage here that we'll make when I finish my orange drink. Because, yeah, this is going to make me very thirsty. Now, this fruit bar, just looks plain weird. It's probably pretty sticky. Let's give it a taste. Wow, look at that. That is so weird. It's so polished. Let's break this open, actually. See what the inside looks like. Oh, does it even break? Oh, wow. That is very sticky. Let's take a bite of this. Despite the texture this has on the outside, this is actually very good. This is very fruity. This is delicious. Crisp corn, I thought I'd taste a little bit of that. There's something a little bit crunchy in there that adds a little bit of texture to it. That's actually very good. I was not expecting that. That's a very pleasant surprise despite what it looks like. This chicken here. Figure I'll just try one first, see what this tastes like. Hopefully it's not too liquid. That's surprising too. You first get the broth, the chicken juice that it's in, and it feels like it's gonna be really slimy and rubbery, but then you bite into it and it actually tastes like chicken. It doesn't taste overly squishy or mealy at all. That's actually impressive. That's not bad on its own. Could definitely use some more flavor. It's very bland, but it's just white chicken according to the packaging. So we're gonna throw this into some tortillas, make some tacos. Wow, I'm gonna use up almost all the chicken just trying to make one taco. Some of it's very fine, almost lost in the sauce there. There we go, that should be enough. Let's set that over there for a second. Oh wow, is that leaking through the tortilla? Gee whiz. Wipe that off. Let's then try some of this buffalo style hot sauce we've got. Ingredients: buffalo wing sauce, distilled vinegar, aged cayenne red peppers, salt, water, canola oil, paprika. Wow, this actually, aged cayenne peppers, that's not bad. Usually this stuff is just a very simple jalapeno. Maybe a small bottle of Tabasco sauce is pretty common. Probably shouldn't be thinned out. Probably shouldn't be too separated. Should be mixed up pretty well already in here. Let's just tear off a corner and squirt a little on there. See what this smells like. Oh wow, that is very vinegary. That is a very vinegary hot sauce. We'll throw a little bit of this on there. I don't really know what to do with this cheese spread. I guess we'll throw it in there. Give it a little, you know, it's a taco. Tacos have to have cheese, right? But cheese spread isn't really the way to do that. I guess it's gonna be kind of a jack-in-the-box kind of taco. There we go, that should be mixed pretty well. Actually, I can't help myself. I gotta get a bite of this first. See what this tastes like. Oh man. Oh, I stand corrected. I thought these tortillas were sturdy. Wow, that taco is a lot less sturdy than I thought it would be. But that buffalo sauce adds some much needed kick to that. That's actually quite tasty. It certainly adds some much needed heat, some much needed flavor to that chicken. That chicken's very bland otherwise. And the only other seasoning we're given is some salt, which I don't feel this particularly needs. Once you throw the hot sauce in there, I don't think the salt's of any importance. We'll just leave that to the side. Along with our moist towelette. We'll need that later. That is messy though. Especially if you don't have access to proper food services, you're definitely not going to have paper towels or napkins. It doesn't really leave a smell, a distinguishable smell on your fingers, so that's good. When it drips all over you, it wipes off pretty easy. I was worried that it was going to stain your fingers orange and you wouldn't be able to get the smell out of them. Because then that'd be a real problem. Can't go around smelling like cayenne peppers in a combat situation. I definitely want to give this a little try first, see what this tastes like. That tastes just like the little cheese spread that comes in those packets with crackers that kids eat in their lunches. That tastes exactly like that. It's a little bit sharper, definitely has a little more taste to it, not nearly as plasticky. That's actually not bad. We'll just throw down a base of this in this tortilla. It's very dry looking too. Unlike that cheese spread I was comparing it to, it doesn't look plasticky or filmy. It looks very... It almost doesn't look like cheese. That's weird. That's so strange to me. At first, that cheese spread on the bottom was a little off-putting. The texture is just so dramatically different from the chicken and the tortilla. It almost feels like it doesn't belong. But once you start chewing it all together, it certainly becomes a more cohesive taco. That kind of artificial cheese spread flavor just kind of goes away. Boy, it sure makes a real mess though. And this fruit bar is fantastic, but it's pretty sticky, unfortunately. Certainly doesn't feel good on your fingers, but man, that is so good. I was more worried about the hot sauce on my fingers, but no, that definitely leaves much more of a smell and a stain. Definitely hard to get out. I'm actually just going to finish this off. We'll make that beverage-based raspberry type 3 next. Hopefully that doesn't taste as artificial as this. That is so strange. Look at how small this packet is. It's a Crystal Light packet, really. Wow. Oh, there you go. You probably can't see it, it's really tiny. Add to 20 fluid ounces bottled water. Shake vigorously. Exactly, so this isn't meant to be in a mess cup. This is something for your canteen if you have a bottle of water on hand. We'll mix in this beverage-based raspberry, type 3. I've never seen this stuff before though. That is so weird. It says tear here. There we go. Kind of. Wow, that's happened to everything I've opened so far. That's not good. They all just kind of do that. They don't really like to open all the way without making a big mess, so we'll just pour that in. Don't really want to spill it everywhere. I was not expecting that. I thought it was going to be blue raspberry. I thought that would have been a more artificial color to use. Oh wow, I better not spill this. That will stain everything it comes in contact with. Anyway, let's try this raspberry beverage here. Look at that. That is so red. That is deeper than Hawaiian Punch red. That has such a strong raspberry aroma. The taste's definitely not as strong as the smell. And that's way better than that orange carbohydrate electrolyte beverage mix. That's fantastic. That is a very good beverage right there. This is just delicious. This is one of the greatest drink mix beverages I've ever had in a ration. These, I really want to eat more of these, but they're just so thirst-provoking. These pretzels are salted. That certainly doesn't help. In the future, I don't think they'll be including pretzels. It's these almonds. These are hard as a rock. Wow, gotta be careful with those. Could have broken a tooth on that. Just a regular old pack of M&Ms. They're a little broken up. They've probably been through quite a bit. Not in the best of shape. They probably taste fine. Candy coating in the chocolate tastes fine. Tastes like a regular old M&M. Nothing wrong about that. This fruit bar certainly lasts a long time. Even though it's delicious, it tastes great. It's so chewy and sticky that you really can't eat it all very fast. It would be great for on the go. Unfortunately, it's so sticky that you really can't do much else while you're eating this. Everything else you touch is just going to get sticky too. That raspberry beverage is just so good. Pairs really nicely with that fruit bar. That's nice to have such a natural, fruity flavor. This has been a very pleasant ration. Nothing particularly off-putting about it. Kind of a mixed bag of sort. At first I didn't think it was going to pair too well together, but it actually worked out okay. All the chicken got saturated with that hot sauce just fine. And it's not particularly hot. It's just very vinegary. Which, the more you add, the less pleasant it'll be. So I think that was a pretty reasonable amount I threw in there. I'm gonna avoid those almonds. Looks like oh, we got one cat. Nope, there's 2 cashews left. Nice. That was fantastic. Well, I guess might as well try some of this gum here. See how this fares. See if we can get this out of the packaging. That came out pretty cleanly. Some people say this stuff's supposed to be a laxative, but really, you need to eat about 10 of these probably for the laxative effect to happen. It's really just chewing gum. Meant to be a palate cleanser of sort. Nice little crunch. It's a very light, very fresh peppermint taste to it. The size of the gum though is so small and it saturates so quickly you could almost just swallow it. That's certainly does not retain its size for very long. It almost disappears. Well, anyway, this has been a 2017 United States Armed Forces meal ready to eat individual. Menu 5, chicken chunks, white, cooked. Overall, I'd say this has been a very pleasant ration. Nothing too off-putting about it. A nice combination of ingredients too for that taco, and I don't really have any true complaints about it, aside from maybe these almonds. These almonds are way too hard to eat. I'll just finish off my trail mix, my M&Ms, that other piece of gum, and that should tide me over for a few hours. Well, anyway, hope you liked the video, and I'll be coming at you with something new. Or old. Right. Cool. See ya.